Today I'm going to be reacting to Why Did Rome Fall? Kia ora whanau, it's great to be with you again. I'm Tony O'Sullivan. Please like and subscribe to this video if you haven't already, if you enjoy it, that is. If you get to the end of this and you didn't enjoy it, why did you watch the whole damn thing?
I got nowhere else to go!
I react to things, my reaction channel is a little bit different. Most people react to things that they're particularly interested in, or they've got an interest in, or they could be fascinated in. My lovely subscribers and the people who watch my videos suggest things that I am not particularly interested in. Like Bernard Buddle. I think it's Buddle, something like that. Bernard Buddle, he has suggested that I react to Why Did Rome Fall? So thank you for that suggestion, and true to my word, I'm going to do it. My understanding of Rome, Julius Caesar, Augustus, I did classics in 7th form. I wasn't really there for a term because I had glandular fever. That's a whole different story, we don't have to go through that. Yeah, why did Rome fall? I don't really know. I know it was one of the greatest empires that the world has ever seen. I've been to Rome. It was very fast. It was great being there. Went to the Vatican, went to Rome. It's an incredible place. So yeah, there's a little bit of interest there, but I honestly don't know why Rome fell. I think there's going to be a lot of facts coming at me. Having ADHD, that's going to be hard to retain. So let's hope for the best. Let's see how it goes, and let's react to why did Rome fall. Got my headphones ready today, so I'm quite proud of myself. So let's get into this.
Ready?
All right, why did Rome fall?
History.
Oh, this is shaky.
When
It's
we
having
think
an
of the
earthquake.
fall of Rome, we picture the mighty and glorious empire at its peak, falling to hordes of barbarians.
Whoa. There is a lot happening in this image. Like, what's happening? It looks like Mother Mary is falling over there on the altar. There's like a dude in the... Okay, there's just too much to break down in this. There's a lot happening. I quite like images like this. There's something you could look at. But like having ADHD, like you want to be stimulated by stuff. And there is too much there that's stimulating. So I could spend an hour just looking at this. I should really be listening to this guy. He's trying to get into it. So let's... I've told myself not to talk too much. Listen more. Here we go.
We picture the mighty and glorious empire at its peak,
We do.
falling to hordes of barbarians.
Oh, so that's how it
like
happened.
any decline, it was a long and drawn-out process, with many stops and starts along the way.
Wait, are we in a decline? You know, once Trump came down those stairs, there was like something's going wrong here. We're declining. There's the decline. But, and it feels like it's long and drawn out. Maybe it's going to speed up. Maybe it won't happen at all. I'm happy. Are you happy? Is everything okay? Are we alright? It's just me having an existential crisis? It's okay. Breathe. Alright, let's move on.
In fact, when we talk of Rome falling, we do not have an exact date to focus our attention on.
Okay. No
A key
exact
date, at least from a symbolic viewpoint, is 476 AD.
Uh-huh.
In that year, Odoacer deposed the last emperor.
Odoacer! Debaser! By the Pixies, who are fucking awesome. Odoacer! Okay, I don't think Odoacer or Debaser have anything in common, and I think now I'm losing the significance of who Odoacer really actually is. So let's move on.
Western Rome, a so-called barbarian general.
All right,
This is a good place to end the story, since there would never again be a Roman emperor in Rome. However, that was not really the end of the empire.
Okay, right.
Well before the city of Rome was conquered, the empire had split
So
into two.
Rome, right here, look at that, Roma. Spotted that bad boy. I've been there. The old boot here. Let's go back. All right, and because I was about to talk about my European trips. Nothing dodgy happened on those. Good time to be alive when you're young and traveling. Now I'm old and stagnant. And you know, it's okay. Being old and stagnant, that is what it is. No need to get depressed. There's no need to think too much about it. Life. Okay, alright, let's move on.
The events of the 3rd century in Roman history are often named the crisis of the 3rd century. Empires kept rising and facing violent death, and out-of-control inflation caused a severe fiscal crisis.
I know. Tell me about it. Out of control inflation. Jacinda, sort it out, would ya? Come on. cost of living. Have you bought a block of cheese recently? I don't know how, like, what is it, $20 or something? Outrageous!
Ruling elites split it into two in 284, giving the Western Empire to Diocletian and the Eastern Empire to Constantine.
Is it? I feel like I'm letting you guys down. Like, I need to hold on to some sort of semblance of what the fuck is going on. We're 1 minute 15 in for Pete's sake. I'm trying not to swear so much at least. Oh, where is it? I'm trying to have a glass already. I'm just looking for my wine glass. Where did I put it? Where is it? Down here? I think I took it upstairs. Hold on. You see my glass? Alright, Tim, found a glass. Yeah. It's, you know, it's a Saturday night. This is what I do on a Saturday night. Have a glass of wine and watch my room fill. I'm not following it. So there was a barbarian called something. It was long and drawn out. It feels very similar to what we're experiencing right now. We're 1 minute 15 in. Let's see if we can go. How much further we can go. I don't even think I'm going to get through this. It's the good one, Bernard. This is a great suggestion. Fucking piece of shit. Love you, Bernard. Buttle? I think it's Buttle.
Battle of Teutoburg Forest. The great Emperor Augustus
Yes.
determined that it was...
I understood that reference.
I know Augustus. That's why we have August. Wasn't he the first emperor? I'm just doing this a memory of my classic thing. Who's the little dude down here? Like, hanging out on his coattails. Is that that doesn't seem proportionate. This guy. I'm gonna maybe play it a little bit further.
It's time to stop trying to expand.
Look. Oh, hold on. Let's take it a touch back. Oh, too far.
Forest. The
Wait a sec,
great
look at the
Emperor
size of this
Augustus
dude.
determined that it was time to stop trying to...
What the fuck is this dude all about? Like, except, what? Look how jacked this baby is too. Like, fucking got abs. It's got a whole thing going on. Look at these arms. Damn, son. Check that shit. Holy fuck. Is it weird where I'm more focused on the jacked baby than anything else in this whole dang video? Is that weird? Is it okay? Can I move on? Yes, you can, Tony. You can move on.
to expand and create a border between Rome and the Barbarians centering on the Rhine, the area's major river. Over time, the groups began to pass through that frontier and settle on Roman territory. Sometimes they did so against the wishes of the imperial government, and other times with its blessing. We may wonder why the Romans could not keep the barbarian tribes out, considering all of their might. However,
you think the Romans were like super advanced. They had great technologies, had great battling skills, warfare skills.
Nunchuck skills, bow hunting skills, computer hacking skills.
You know, barbarians are just dudes with sticks and a bit of anger behind them. You know, so you think they would have beaten them. So that's a good question. Captivating histories. I want to know how they weren't able to keep them out. I have regained my focus.
it was not that simple.
Okay.
We think of borders as a point where one country begins and another ends.
Yes.
But that is
that's
not
how I
how
think
the
of a
Roman
border.
Empire, or any other imperial structure at that time, was built.
Right.
Instead, the tribes and political systems had been around the border area for generations. Most of their leaders were clan kings.
Oh, damn, son. This guy's like, you sure you want to fuck with me? Are you sure about that? 'Cause, you know, look, I'm holding a fucking massive staff here. Are you sure you want to fuck with this? Look how fucking powerful I look. Motherfucker. Yeah, he's giving some... Look, there's a goddamn war happening behind him and he's just like, time to do a fucking pose. You know, damn, son. Is it weird that I feel like this dude has got big dick energy? I just feel like he does. Anyway, let's move on. Who is he? Maybe Captivating History is trying to tell me.
Who paid tribute to Rome regularly and were considered friends of Rome.
Okay.
What changed is not so much that they entered the territory, but rather that emperor had lost control over them.
All right.
So the critical question is, why did Rome lose control over those tribes?
Why?
There were powers at play
Right.
beyond those of even the mightiest emperor, such as the Earth's climate. Climate change had begun to push several groups.
No, that climate change. There's too many, you know, folks with hairspray back then, you know, Too much carbon emissions going on. By the way, I fully and wholly believe in climate change, and I believe that it's a human it's something that humans have contributed massively, and I do not want to comment on that any further. But it's interesting that climate change is about it. I was just merely trying to make a joke. It's hard to make jokes these days. You're always worried you're going to piss somebody off.
Away from the steppes of Central Asia, eastward.
Let's move on.
Most notably, a nomadic group called the Huns. The barbarians began to...
Just a little side note from editor Tony. Right now, as you can see by my face, I'm having a thought. And I'm having a ridiculously stupid thought. And you're going to catch me noticing how stupid that thought is in approximately right now.
Oh, I'm thinking the Huts. I'm thinking like Jabba the Hutt, you know. But I think the Huts and the Huns are different by one key factor. The Huts, believe it or not, are fictional. Meaning they're not real. They're just a bit of fantasy. Just a bit of fun for us to go, oh, look at that. He looks like a big, fat sort of slug. And he's real powerful. But this is the Huns. That's like Attila the Hun, not Jabba the Hutt. Who says you don't learn anything watching these dang videos?
to move farther inland into the empire at a time known as the Great Migration. The Huns' movement towards Eastern Europe terrorized the locals, forcing many to migrate into the Roman Empire.
I love the colors in this. Look at this. It's really great art. Like, it's really vibrant. Like, a lot of that sort of classical depictions of scenes often don't really have this sort of vibrancy. But this is dope as fuck. Look at that. Well, I shouldn't say dope as fuck. There's literally a woman who's been getting captured. That's not dope as fuck. That's not cool. But I'm just saying it looks beautiful. No, you're getting me wrong constantly. I'm not saying it looks beautiful. I just mean the art looks great. Stop putting words in my mouth.
There were just too many people for the Romans to stop.
Right.
To make matters more complex, some of these tribes...
Now that's some sad drab art, isn't it? Like, what's that style? Like, long face art. Like, this is where everyone was just going to look like horses? Like, horse art? Who the fuck was into... There is a fucking horse. It is horse art. Look, there's a horse. Damn, son. It is horse art.
have been allies of Rome.
You're a horse
and were
art.
really asking for a safe place to call home. In some cases, the emperors felt obliged to help. Besides, the empire was in no shape to deal with the new crisis, as it had run into some severe economic trouble. Rome had overextended and was spending far too much money on military campaigns.
That age-old problem with businesses, you know, expanding too fast, can't keep it up, then it crushes them. Jesus. Hebdodeca.
People.
Holy shit. Is it just me, or does everybody in this particular area look like a bogan who lives around about 3 or 4 minutes away from Lincoln Road in Auckland? You know, very much Henderson. Look at these mustaches that are going on there, and they're all absolutely identical. Whoever did this art, which just couldn't be fucked, or did one face. Fuck it, just make all the Romans or the barbarians, just make them all look the same. That'll be much easier. So lack of effort here. Even the king's exactly the same as all, unless it's one family and it's a very strong genetic sort of trait. And everyone had to grow mows and decent lengths of hair. If someone started playing some Metallica, can you imagine? Fucking this would be going off. You just come in with bang 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 bang, and everyone would just be like, they just key into it. I didn't realize they're Romans, or I don't know if they're Romans or they're meant to be barbarians, but whatever they are, they're bogans. Let's move on.
As the Roman Republic had on future regimes, such
Oh,
as the
Rome,
United
yeah.
States,
That's
which
right.
named its Senate after the institution of the era.
How about
we can
that?
say that in a genuine sense, Rome never fell. To learn more about the history of Rome, check out our book, A Captivating Guide to Roman History.
Check it out, guys. If you want to learn more about Rome, get that book.
Byzantium, medieval period, and Renaissance to
Whoa.
modern history.
The whole
It's
bit.
available as an ebook, paperback, and audiobook.
You can get it any
Also,
way you like
grab
it.
your free Mythology Bundle ebook for free while still available.
Mythology
All
bundle?
links are in the description.
Ooh,
If you
mythical
enjoyed
bundle.
the video,
Love
please
it.
hit the like button and subscribe for more videos
Oh, that was
like
great,
this.
guys. I like the fact, look, that would have been very hard to make, I'm sure. And it would have taken a lot of time, a lot of energy, and a lot of effort, and a lot of passion. You know, people, it's fascinating stuff. Look, if stuff I'm sure everything that happened, that they were outlining the events of the fall of Rome, a lot of it was, very, very interesting and captivating, as they say. But I didn't follow any of it. And that's not their fault, that's my fault. And that's your fault for watching it, because you encouraged me to do it. It's not just me in here, you're here with me. But look, it seems as though with anything that expands so far, there's only a certain amount of power that can govern it for an extended period of time. And it just got to the point where it was unable to be governed. And I don't know what that says about where we are right now, or what's happening with the world as we see it, or as we live it. But things look like it's a little bit scary when you start thinking about the end of Rome, because things right now seem a bit dodgy. Does they seem a bit dodgy to you? I'm a very happy man, but they look outside the window and things are a bit scary out there sometimes. But you know what's not scary? The fact that you watch this. I do appreciate it. I really, really do. Thank you so much. Please like and subscribe. I would really, really appreciate that. I really, really, really would. Make a comment for the algo. That always helps me as well. And if you have any suggestions on what I should watch next, please let me know, like Bernard Buttle did. And I reacted to that. And no one learned anything, but we had fun, didn't we? And that's all that really matters, isn't it? Thank you so much, guys, for watching. I really do appreciate it. Lots of love to you and yours. Ka kite anu, haere rā. Mwah. Bye-bye.